Alright, I'm going to take a stab at explaining string theory. It's the most popular theory of everything unifying quantum mechanics and general relativity. There's a long time issue in physics between general relativity, which predicts big things like black holes. It's Einstein's theory of how space-time is curved, with quantum mechanics, which says basically that on the particle level, when you look at things like electrons really, really small, things are just probabilities. And Einstein hated this. He said, God doesn't flip a coin. String theory does something crazy. It says, what if God played the guitar, basically, and was strumming strings to create the universe? No, honestly, that's what it kind of says. String theory notices that particles do not work well to mathematically unite everything in the universe based on our observation. So instead of particles, we have vibrating strings. And strings actually contain all the mathematical properties we need to make everything in the universe make sense. This is why it's a theory of everything, and this is why it's so popular, is it's mathematically pretty perfect. All the building blocks of our universe, I'm talking about quarks, gravitons, electrons, all of those can be explained by different strummings of the string, depending on if it's a closed loop or an open loop and what the frequency and wavelength are. Because strings have properties like frequency and wavelength, and we can make these correspond to things like energy, gravity, the fundamental properties of our universe, all the math works out really well on a complex level. I say that, but there are a lot of things you have to assume for string theory. I'm talking about superstring theory, by the way, in particular. This is the string theory with 10 dimensions. There's also a string theory that has 26 dimensions. The 10 dimensions of string theory are essentially the 4 dimensions that we live in, Einstein's space-time, 3D all around us, plus time as that 4th dimension. But string theory adds 6 other spatial dimensions. At the level of strings, things roll up into pretzel and donut shapes. I know this sounds crazy, but this literally is the meaning of the universe according to string theory. And these are really compactified dimensions that are very important for making the laws of physics work. So mathematically speaking, the string is a really, really useful tool for explaining our universe. Is it legit? Is string theory real? We can't really test it well in real-world experiences. What we're hoping is that with some electron colliders and things like that, we're able to do stuff on really extreme scales that reveal some of these extra compactified dimensions that would say, oh wow, that string theory predicted this. But what's maybe craziest are some of the implications of string theory. For instance, it says that there could be 10 to the 500 power alternate universes with different properties, and time travel actually is possible within string theory. I might make a separate video on that if you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know how you think the whole universe started. I love hearing the ideas of everyone here. Stay learning. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. 98.7% of you watching this are not subscribed. I value your time. I won't waste it. You'll get a little smarter, learn a thing or two about AI. So hit the button. Check it out. Thanks.